Greetings to all Pokemon fans. Today I'm gonna teach you guys on how to set up, optimize, and play the latest Indigo Disk DLC update of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So this game was released a year ago, but the latest Indigo Disk DLC is now. So what you need is that you will need to have all of these 4 files here that I have highlighted in my desktop. You will also need to install an application called Yuzu. For those who are new and who do not know, Yuzu emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It can play any Switch games into your PC as long as you have all of these 4 files here installed into your Yuzu emulator. And also, I'm just going to show you guys that I have Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. This is already updated with the Indigo Disk DLC, and the file size of the game is 6.3 GB file size, and I'm just going to show you here the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet DLC base game here, DLC, and the update file. You will need to have all of these 3 files to be able to play the Indigo Disk. Now, I'm going to open the Pokemon Violet version, and also you will also need 3 files: the base game, the DLC, and the updater. And you'll need to have a total of 6 files, game files, NSP or XCI file format, in order for you to play this game. But before that, I'm going to teach you where to get Yuzu emulator. And to do that, you should open a browser and just type in Yuzu emulator and hit search. Go to yuzuemulator.org. That is their official website. Now go to the download button here. Click on the Android section. So if you are ever interested in playing this game into your Android phone, you can do that, but be sure that you have the latest and the most powerful Android 11 mobile device in order for you to play Switch games. So there are 2 versions of Yuzu emulator, the free version and the early access version. The early access version will require you to pay one time, and that you will gain an early access update of it than the free version. So if you can wait a week or 2, then the free version is just fine for you. Now, for those who want to get the latest Linux installer, click on this icon here to get the installer. And for those who are in Windows, just like me, click on the download for Windows 64 version in order for you to download the latest Yuzu emulator into your PC. So since I have already installed the latest build of Yuzu emulator into my PC, I'm just gonna skip on this part because the download and installation process for this is really easy to do and it's really straightforward. So go ahead, download it now and install it now. So I'm just going to minimize this, and I'm just going to assume that you have already installed the latest build of Yuzu emulator. As of recording this video tutorial, the latest build is version 1650. And if this is your first installation, be sure to install these 4 files here, because without all of these 4 files here, you'll not be able to play Switch games. So what are these files? These files are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. It should be both in version 17 or in version 16.0.3 in order for it to play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the Indigo Disk DLC. And you'll need to have all of these game files in XCI or NSP file format so that Yuzu emulator will be able to detect that game. Now, if you're asking me how to get all of these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Switch console and that you have modded it and have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, it means that you can now fully access your Switch files, and you can now just look for the keys and the firmware file of the Switch. And once you have found that, then just transfer them to your PC. So basically what you need is a Nintendo Switch console that is in homebrew. Now, in order for you to get the game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally. Own a physical copy of the game or a digital copy of the game, wherein you have purchased it from the eShop. So be sure to own Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, and you bought the latest DLC, the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disk DLC. So once you have that, then you can now digitally back up this game into an XCI or NSB file format, just like mine here. So for those who want to try out this game but don't have a Switch, let me teach you on how to be able to play these games into your PC. So I'm just going to leave a QR code here on the screen, so be sure to scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile phone so that you will be redirected to the page wherein you'll be able to have a copy of these files. So be sure to check out the entirety of the site so that you'll have access of these files, and be sure to transfer them into your PC once you have a copy of it. So open Yuzu emulator now, and I'm just going to assume that you have a copy of these files now, so it's time to install them. So to install them, just go to File, go to Open Yuzu folder, and then locate Keys folder. Open the Keys zip file in the desktop. Then just drag and drop and copy and paste this file into this folder here and closing that. The next step is to install the firmware file. Go to File again, open Yuzu folder, and then locate NAND folder, System folder, Contents folder, and then Register folder. Then open the firmware file in the desktop. Then select all the files, copy it, and paste them into this folder here so that you'll have a copy of the firmware files of the switch now into your Yuzu emulator so that it will function as a switch into your PC. So once it's done, close in this folder here. You'll know the installation is successful because it will show you your Switch games and their game icons. If you see a game that doesn't have the game icon, that means that you're using an outdated firmware or an outdated key. So be sure to only follow the QR code that we have provided so that you'll only get the latest files. Now, the next step is to update your Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game into the latest Indigo Disk DLC. And to do that, just go to File, install the files to NAND, and locate this folder file here, which is this one. Just click on the DLC and hit Open. Hit Install, then go to File again, install the files in NAND, and locate this update file here, and hit Open, and hit Install. This will update the base game of Pokemon Scarlet, merging them into one file so that it will be updated into the Indigo Disk. So once done, hit OK. So do that again for the Pokemon Violet version in order for it to be updated to the Indigo Disk. Now, the next step is to optimize your Yuzu emulator so that there'll be no drifting, no crashes, no black screens, or graphical glitches in your playthrough. And to do that, just go to Emulation, go to Configure, and in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see here. So these are my settings for the General tab, System tab. In the System section, you can change this to whatever you like, but the core section, it should remain as it is, and be sure to copy that. Hit CPU, set to auto, and graphics set to Vulkan APIs because this is the best setting in order for you to play the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game or any Pokemon game. And the resolution scale is set in 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC can't handle that, just revert back to 1x resolution, which is the base resolution of the Switch. So, but for me, 2x resolution is the best. I'm going to go to Advanced. So these are my settings here, so be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see here. Now I'm going to move to Audio, really simple settings, so be sure to copy them. Now in Controls, I have connected my Pro Controller here. So if you have an Xbox or PlayStation controller, connect them here, map them up according to your liking, but the dead zone for both left and right stick should be set into 20% so that there'll be no drifting into your playthroughs. Once done, hit OK. Congratulations, your Yuzu emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Switch games such as the Indigo Disk DLC update of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer. I will not be able to show you guys a gameplay of this game running into my PC because we all know how strict Nintendo is, and if I showed you a gameplay that the Indigo Disk DLC is running perfectly, Yuzu emulator, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down, and that would be a major hassle on my side. So I hope you guys do understand that part, but I am willing to compromise a little bit. That's why I'm going to show you proof that this video tutorial of mine is working. That's why I'm going to boot up into the title screen of Pokemon Violet now to show you that it's running in Yuzu emulator. And also, I'm just going to blur the screen from here on out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strikes into my channel. And again, please do understand. So, the game is starting to boot up now into the title screen, but it's still loading the shader cache of the game. So let's wait for a bit because that will take some time. It's definitely my first boot up for the game here. So let's wait for a bit. So as you can see, it's starting to boot up now. And I am in the title screen of Pokemon Violet, so I'm just going to stop the emulation here. So as long as you have followed all the steps that I've shown you in this video tutorial, you'll be able to play the latest Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet game into my PC here. So I'm just going to skip on this part here because this advertisement from CC Cleaner is bugging me out. So I'm just going to minimize this now. And as long as you follow all the steps, then you'll be able to gain access to all those files here, be able to play this game into your Yuzu emulator for your PC. So as long as you follow the steps, And if you have some questions, be sure to, leave a comment in the comment section below in this video tutorial, and I will try my best to answer all of them as fast as I can. And also, please subscribe to my channel, because this will help me out massively. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye for now.